Welcome to the beginner's class for Moon Salutations. Namaste. You will need 2 blocks. Starting seated, hands resting on the knees. Exhale for a cat stretch. Inhale for cow. Exhale, rolling the spine back. Continuing at your own pace, syncing the movement with the breath. With every exhale, rolling off of the sitting bones, and with every inhale, pulling the shoulder blades to touch on the upper back. Really feel the movement in the spine, mobilizing the spine. Nice full round movements. And inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale, right hand down, left arm reaches over. Then reaching the left hand forwards to change the line of the stretch and moving it back and rounding the chest forwards again and opening the chest. Exhale to round. Inhale to come up, and we'll swap sides. Left hand down, right arm reaches, and exhale to close the chest. Inhale to open, exhale to round. Inhale, open, and exhale, round. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to twist towards the right, left hand to the right knee. Find length in your spine and exhale to twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, coming back to the center, reach the hands. Exhale, right hand to the left knee, looking over the left shoulder. Take a couple more breaths here as you lengthen with every inhale and twist with every exhale. Inhale back to the center, continuing neck rolls, starting into one direction a couple of times, softening the face, and then swapping directions on the neck rolls. And then bringing the soles of the feet to touch for Baddha Konasana, bouncing the knees to gently open up into the hips. Holding onto the feet with both hands if that's accessible. Inhale, find length, and then exhale, folding forwards, resting the elbows onto the shins or calves if you can touch. If not, that's completely okay. Just tucking the chin for a couple more breaths to find length in the back of the neck. Try to keep the spine straight. Inhale to come up. And then coming onto all fours. Keeping the toes curled under. Exhale into a downward facing dog, walking out one heel at a time. And then bringing the big toes to touch. Inhale, raise both heels. Exhale, sinking them towards the ground. Inhale to lift. Exhale to reach them down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, heels aim for the ground, sitting bones aim for the sky. Inhale to raise your heels and walk your feet behind your hands. Coming into a forward fold Uttanasana. You're welcome to hold onto the opposite elbow and gently move the neck to release any tension in the neck or in the jaw. Breathe. Releasing the arms, And then stepping the left foot far towards the back of the mat, heel up, knee down for a low lunge. You can use the hands on a block if you need to, or both hands can rest on the front knee. Make sure you're sinking in as deep as your body allows, opening the heart, lifting the chin just a little bit, and continuing for another couple of deep, long, slow breaths through the nose. Exhale, bringing the back foot to the front, forward fold, Uttanasana. And then swapping sides, right leg steps far to the back, heel up, knee down, low lunge. Using the block again if you need it, otherwise resting both hands onto the front knee, making sure you're sinking into the hips and then opening the heart, pulling the shoulders back a little bit, rolling them down away from the ears. Relax the shoulders and the upper body and breathe into this stretch. Inhale, find length. Exhale, hands come down, back foot steps forwards, Uttanasana. And then bending gently into one leg at a time, stretching one leg at a time in this forward fold. Bending both knees now, curl up to stand. Reach the hands, palms to touch if that's accessible. Exhale, hands to the heart, thumbs touching the sternum bone, then turning to the side of the mat. Starting with your feet hip distance apart. Reach the arms up, interlace the fingers, index fingers pointing up. Exhale, tilting the body towards the right for a couple of breaths. Standing half moon pose. Inhale to the center, exhale tilting to the left for a couple of breaths. Stretching into the right side of the body. Inhale to the center and then open yourself up to a star shape. Exhale, squatting down for goddess pose, 90 degrees in the arms and in the legs. Pulling the knees open as you push the weight or shift the weight into the outer sole of the foot. Inhale back to the star. And then the right foot will face the front, left foot at 90 degrees, bending down into warrior two pose. Looking over the middle finger on the right. Nice deep lunge on the right. Exhale for a supported side angle pose, elbow resting on the thigh, left arm reaching up and over. Coming back and then hop the back foot a little bit closer, use a block if you need it. Straightening the front leg, inhale, reach, and then right hand to the block, left arm up to the sky for Trikonasana. Opening a lot in the hips in this salutation series or sequence. Finding a nice long line from the top hand to the bottom, neutral neck or gaze. As you come back up and replace your stance, your back foot at 45 degrees, square the hips off, find length, and exhale, fold over the right leg. Try to keep the back as straight as possible. If you need to round your back to go deeper, then it's better to use blocks on your hands and come up a little bit so that you can have a nice flat back. Turning the gaze a little bit in to tuck the chin, elongating the back of the neck. Deep stretch behind the right leg. And then inhale, coming out and down for a low lunge. Once again, this time reaching both hands up, lifting the gaze. Keep the breath nice and steady through the nose. then bringing both hands to the inside of the right foot. You can use blocks if you need to prop yourself up for Skandasana. The right knee can turn out. If your heel is lifted, that's completely okay, but if possible, bring the heel to the floor. Hands can come into prayer, otherwise keep the hands on blocks or on the floor. Left toes are pointing up. And then we'll bring the left foot in for a Malasana, so a deep squat. You're welcome to sit on a block if that's more comfortable for you, so you can bring the feet further away from the body. Otherwise, you're welcome to also do it without a block. Feet turning out a little bit, pulling the knees out, using your elbows to the insides of the knees. And then find length on every inhale. And then squatting towards the left side for Skandasana with the right leg straight. Again, use the blocks if you need them. Or if it's accessible, bring the palms to touch. The left elbow gently rests on the inside of the left knee. Coming out, we'll reverse the sequence by turning towards the back of the mat. Arms are reaching up to the sky for a low lunge. Lifting the chin just slightly to open the front of the throat. Hands coming down as you exhale, back foot hops 45 degrees, hips squared off to the front or at least the back of the mat. Inhale to find length and exhale to fold over the left leg. Use the blocks if you need, or you can use your hands on fingertips or flat, or even on the shin or ankle on the left leg. Pyramid pose. To replace the back foot at 90 degrees, right hand sweeps to the back for a warrior 2 pose. Looking over the middle left finger, deep breaths. Inhale to reach and exhale to fold for side angle. Left elbow resting on the thigh, right arm reaching up and over. And then slowly coming up, you can place your block there if you need it, reaching through the left and reaching down for Trikonasana, left hand to the inside of the left leg. Right arm straight up to the sky. Inhale, coming up and then coming back to your star pose, reaching through the fingertips. Exhale, squatting down for goddess pose once again. If your knees are falling in, pull them out, engaging your glutes to do so. Strong pose, yet soft and graceful. Inhale to reach and bringing everything back for half moon poses to the right. exhale to the left. Inhale and exhale, hands come down to the sides. Take a moment here, separate the feet, just ground yourself in Tadasana. Down, chin to the chest, arms dangling, neck dangling, all the way back to downward facing dog. Planting the hands, stepping the feet back. And then coming down all the way to the back. Hugging the knees into the chest. Dropping both knees towards the right for a soft twist. As the left hand reaches up, make sure your knees are stacked. Your gaze can be either upwards towards the sky or to the left hand. Back through the center, hug the knees into the chest once again, and then slowly drop them towards the left, using the left hand to keep the knees together and stacked. Right arm reaches up, looking towards the right or towards the sky. Bringing your knees back to the center, hug them into the chest, and preparing for Shavasana. Inhale, bring the nose into the knees to separate the space between the shoulders, and then exhale, straightening the legs down the mat, palms facing up to the sides of the body, feet flopping towards the sides, completely taking rest. Slowly moving the toes and the fingers, moving the head, hugging the knees. And rolling to your side to gently push yourself up to sit. Sitting upright for a moment, close the eyes, taking in the practice. And thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.